I don't think anybody learned anything. You're not even taught anything. You gonna watch Chrono Trigger because Grayson would enjoy it, but can't because spoilers. Are you planning on playing Chrono Trigger, Mana? This is interesting. Oh my gosh, I just got debated. I did save beforehand. It's reactive all right. You died 50 times last time on stream, and that's what you're streaming. Ooh. Ooh. Yikes. You're funny. Do you seriously think you voluntarily play Final Fantasy 13 proactively? Well, you know, you haven't put it down. See, for me, I've set down games for far less than just not liking it. Suikoden 3 I set down because it was just too different. So I said, you know what? I can't do this. I'll come back to this someday. Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness. There were too many mechanics, or there were some sequences in that game that I did not agree with, and they threw them at me at a rate that was not very nice. So I had to set that game down. I already told you about the other thing. Final Fantasy 13. Thought the JRPG thing is once a weekend. It is. So the reason I am doing the Entourage today is because technically the Entourage for Final Fantasy Tactics Advance is done. We're moving on to a new game this coming Sunday, which is going to be Chrono Trigger. And so I need to beat this game to move on with my life. And I would have liked to beat it last weekend. That didn't work out. I would have liked to beat it yesterday. But that didn't work out. So just gonna knock it out today. Assuming that works out. Yeah, since you heard it was supposed to be good. Well, I played Chrono Trigger this year, Mana, and it wasn't 100% blind, but it felt like a 85 to 90% blind for me, and I had a good time with it. So I think if you like JRPGs, especially the old school ones, I think that one will surprise you a little bit. Oh, you didn't watch it when it was Game 100 either. You better get on that, Mana. You're missing out on everything. Hey, Final Fantasy 13 was good. Hey, somebody is tentatively in my court. I need to get around to. So I haven't beaten Final Fantasy 13. I got to a certain boss fight where the game told me I needed to do that boss fight in a certain way. And let's just say that I didn't have a way to prepare for that. I wasn't prepared for it. I never saw it coming. And that was it. I set it down. But of the game that I did play for Final Fantasy 13, I actually enjoyed it. I think they made a lot of really bold decisions, and some of those decisions don't make sense. Some of those decisions do make sense, and other ones are just, well, that was a really weird choice that you made there, but I get it. But from my memory, I enjoyed Final Fantasy 13. Unpopular opinion, the battle system was the best thing to happen to Final Fantasy turn-based combat. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, I just got one shot. That is a bold thing to say. I liked the combat system. I don't know if I would say it was the best thing, but it certainly was enjoyable for me. I think a lot of the criticisms that people have with Final Fantasy 13 are they want it to be more like past Final Fantasies. And I think just taking a look at the evolution of Final Fantasy, it's pretty easy to see that those games are drastically changing over the course of every title. But I think it's natural for them to try out new things. They did take it too far in a few areas. So I sympathize with that. Alright, I need to know the... Ooh, Death Claws. I need to know the win condition. Defeat Ritz. Okay, I guess I'm going to not go after this. Oh my gosh, you have a Max's Oath bow. No wonder I'm taking so much damage. I think this is the best bow in the game, if I remember correctly. Oh my gosh, you have Last Breath and Rock Seal. Wonderful. Assassins are so strong. Bro, can I go back to my person? Alright, we're going straight for Ritz. I feel like that's from the front as well. What if I went here? Okay, that is the case. I think one of my gladiators has dragon breath stuff. We might be able to use that. Final Fantasy 13 corridors. Yeah, a lot of people didn't enjoy that either. Me personally, I think when it comes, and again, this is just off memory of Final Fantasy 13, but when I think of most RPGs out there, progression is essentially corridors. You have a specific path that you need to go on, and just because you can go to this mountain range that has nothing over here or over there doesn't mean that you're not necessarily being directed to a very specific place to do something. So that's kind of like that's one of the reasons why I say, you know, like, they make some weird choices, and I can kind of understand it, because it makes sense when you understand that, okay, they're trying to distill this game, you know, maybe see how far they can go, and that in of itself is super strange. But the corridor thing didn't bother me at all, I guess, to sum it up. There are plenty of other games out there that really 35%. Plenty of other games out there that just waste space, I guess. So it's kind of cool just to see them have a different take on it. I appreciated that a lot. But I can see why people don't like it. It's, when I think about it, it's more of a aesthetics thing. You know, I don't think ultimately it doesn't matter whether you can go to the mountain range or not, because there's nothing over there. But I think people sometimes just enjoy that experience of a little bit of exploration, a little bit of freedom, a little bit of choice, even if it doesn't amount to anything. All right, this double cast is going to hurt. Oh my gosh, it's going to hurt even more than I thought it was. Did you do too many optional things, get left behind? Sort of. I was also the person that has the, how do I want to say this? I don't want to say that I've struggled the most, because I haven't struggled the most, but I've had the less optimized party composition, I guess I could say. I've had 4 members for a really long time, and other people have either grinded on or off stream to increase their levels, gain, you know, more abilities and things like that, or they have gotten a sufficient number of recruits to facilitate a 6-person party. Yesterday I just got my 5th person, and we just finished this one, so we are 3 missions from beating the game. And, you know, having 4 people at the beginning, we'll just say the first 75% of the game, was working. Well, I wouldn't say 75. I would say like 50 to 60% of the game. It was working out for me. I felt really, really strong. I was knocking people out. It didn't feel like a detriment at all. And then, like a power spike happened, and enemies were having so much HP, I wasn't two-shotting them anymore. And it just came down to, well, now these people have 6 dudes that take 3, 4, 5 hits to kill. And all of my people take 2 to 3 hits to kill, and I only have 4 people. So I was feeling the pressure. A lot of pressure. You just like the map designs, but the battle system was actually pretty engaging to you. Outside of Persona 5, you think it's the most inventive use of a turn-based system. I also liked it. A lot of the people that I talk to say that you're like not really doing anything in it, but I really like the kind of customization that you have. Being able to swap paradigms to suit different needs for the situation, I think is a really unique take on what you can do in a turn-based system. And so I think that's probably why I enjoyed it so much. It was cool. Oh, we got 80 points from that. Okay, let's give you these death claws and hopefully you learn something from it. You do not. There's meteor. Now, all of this stuff is not useful. Dark. Alright, you have mastered Chakra. Okay, so you've been that the entire time. If I change you back, I think I'm gonna do this. I don't think I'm missing too much. I think I'm missing too much. Oh, I would have liked weapon defense though. That would have been nice to have. Life is hard. Who can use the bone plate? Kind of feel like I should rock with the mirror mail. No, let's do it. No regrets. Alright, I believe you have mastered Ice Sword. Let's do Fire next. I believe you have mastered Wild Swing. Let's get that 100% hit ability. It's air. Is it rush? I think it's Blitz. Yes, it is Blitz. Alright, and you still have nothing. We mastered learning. He doesn't have to be a blue mage anymore. Being a full party of blue mages would be pretty cool. If I were... You know what? You know what? Did we master... We did. Alright, so we're changing your job. Back to ninja. Just gonna give you all the dodgy stuff. Why does none of this have evade? Whatever. That. Who's missing the dash boots? Or did I just buy another one? You're missing. Apparently I just skipped over all of this. Okay, I think everybody has stuff. Let's save. Oh, I need a mark. Go to town real quick. Nothing new. Clan League, great, 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 great. Okay, so I just need to go over there. Alright, we're doing this. I see what you mean. Most RPGs only give the illusion of freedom. They have progression blocked in various forms. Yeah, that's basically exactly what I was going for there. I didn't think of illusion of freedom. That just sounds so much nicer. The way I was stumbling through it. For example, Final Fantasy VII does it very well. After you leave Midgar and subsequently Calm, you have choices. You can attempt to fight the Midgar Zolam or get the enemy skill Beta, which you can use to sneak past it. Or you can go introduced to the Chocobo mechanics, which was how it was intended. I would say yes. I kind of wanted to say that situation still ultimately ends up in the same, but at least in that case, it's not the illusion of choice. There is choice, and it's a matter of just finding that those choices exist. So that's a good one. Save game? I just saved the game. Fine. Save over here.